Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back today with another daily crypto update. In this video, I'm going to be going over the general market, the altcoins, and then, a focused technical analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Neo, and Ripple on TradingView. So I'm going to get into a bit more detail in the charts here in a second. But first off, let me start off by saying sort of what's been going on in the past couple hours, okay? So we've had definitely a bit of a market dip here. And, basically a continuation of the pullback. That's what I said in my previous daily update. So I was pretty accurate on that. And, now we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin down about 4%. Ripple down 10%. Neo down pretty bad as well. And, we're basically all in the red up until the 17th spot, right? So definitely a big pullback today in the crypto world. A lot of red. There is some green, but mostly red here overall. So definitely, and there's no real news to this. It's pretty much just based on the technicals and stuff. Obviously, there's been some forks going on. So, there's different factors, but from what I can see, it's mainly just based off the technicals right now. And so on Coinbase here, let me just go over really briefly what happened with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. And as per usual, guys, if you want to purchase cryptocurrencies, go check out Coinbase. They're the biggest out there. I have a link in the description. But so Bitcoin has been down about now 3%. Same with Ethereum, and Litecoin is doing a little bit better. But basically, if we get into the chart here really quickly, we can see that they all sort of hit a bottom here and then bounced, which is good, right? This is definitely something I wanted to see after this, the market started tanking, because, it's always kind of worrisome when you see the crypto market fall like this. It's pretty volatile, and it's pretty drastic, and it gets pretty scary because sometimes you feel like it's not going to stop. But they all actually found support. Bitcoin found support at about 5,100, Ethereum at 287, it seems like. Yeah, 287, and then Litecoin at 53. And so that's good. That's a really good sign that they were able to catch themselves. But what worries me is that this is a little bit of a weird support level, right, for all of them actually. But I'll have to get into the detailed charts in a bit to make sure. But 5,100 is a bit, 5,109 is a little bit of a weird level, right, to find support on. And 5,000 would have been a little bit more logical and a bit healthier, because I would be pretty certain that if we bounced off 5,000, that we would continue our move higher. Now, though, 5,100 could want to test 5,000 now. So we'll have to see. For now, it's looking like they're bouncing. They're all bouncing a bit, so that's good. So let's get into the charts now, and let me make sure that this is updated. Yeah. So basically, let's see. Big hammer candle here on the Bitcoin chart. We have, in fact, dipped below now on the RSI back into a more normal range, right, back below 70. So this is usually a bearish sign. With that being said, though, hammer candle is actually bullish. MACD starting to turn over. We haven't gone anywhere near testing the orange line. So we'll have to wait and see on that, but the histogram is falling down. But if you look, right, where we found support, which let me make sure, yeah, 5,102 was the lowest level here. This is not like a normal support level, right? There's nothing holding up the support at this level, right? The real support level, the next support level is 5,000. So, buyer stepped in here at like 5,100, but really what we might see is it falling back down to this 5,000 range now because of the weird support level that it found. But we'll have to see, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. But with that being said, now what's going on here specifically? Well, it's trying to move back up into this support level over here, which is, about 5,440, currently what it's testing right now. So we'll see if it's able to hold above that. If it is, it'll be probably a bit range bound. But now we're really going to be looking for maybe a test of this 5,000 level, a test of this middle band. And, also you have to realize now that these Bollinger Bands are very extended and there's a lot of room to drop, right? Obviously, it's probably not going to drop this low, but there's room for it. So as it is right now, there's more room to the downside than the upside. But obviously, the bullish case here would be to find some support around where it is, and then sort of get range bound for a bit, find some support, get a little bit of healthy price action going, and then move back up. But otherwise, you know, drop to 5,000 and then bounce off that, I think is definitely possible right now. Okay, so moving over to Ethereum now, what's been going on there? Let's see. So I have actually some trend lines from the previous video, but basically still downtrending on the RSI now. Definitely broke below the uptrend of the RSI. MACD now turning back over, soon going to test the orange line. We'll see how it reacts to that. As far as the candlesticks go, you know, hammer candle like on the Bitcoin chart. Now it's important to notice we have officially broken out of the uptrend, at least the short-term uptrend, right, for Ethereum, right? And we're currently below it. Not the best sign. We'll see. Maybe something can happen. Maybe we can come back above it, but this isn't good. Actually, this isn't good at all, to be honest, for Ethereum, because now we broke below the symmetrical triangle that I had created, right, which is this right here, the symmetrical triangle. And I said whichever side it breaks below or above, you know, will sort of dictate where it'll be heading in the next couple of weeks. And you know, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say this, but we're going to be looking at lower support levels now. You know, I think there's going to be an area of support here now around 256, and then, you know, even down to 224. So this is definitely not looking great for Ethereum here. Like I said, we'll have to see. You know, it can definitely find some support in this area, but right now we want to see it hold this middle band, right, which is currently at 308.46. So it's currently below that right now. See if it can close above that. But for now, this is actually looking pretty bearish for Ethereum. Moving over to Litecoin here. So like I said, Litecoin had a little bit more strength than the other ones. Here, a very strong bullish hammer candle, ending up with a bit of a doji here. Still downtrending on the RSI, MACD turning over, histogram turning over. Still a bit overextended though, so we'll have to see. Now, Litecoin looking pretty healthy here. It bounced very nicely off the uptrend line over here. It bounced off that. Really, a lot of buyers stepped in here. Still above the middle band. Back into sort of this support, higher support area of around $57. So we're still in the symmetrical triangle for Litecoin. We'll have to see what happens, right? It's probably going to keep on bouncing in this and then finally make a decision on where it's going to go, like Ethereum, right? But a bit more strength in Litecoin than Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, which is good to see. You know, I'm personally holding Litecoin, so I'll have to see how that pans out. But, you know, overall, the market is looking a bit shaky right now. Now, like I said, I'm going to move over to Ripple. Let's see what's going on with that. Okay, Ripple. So Ripple now coming up on its RSI uptrend line. This is actually a pretty long-standing uptrend line now, not like years long, but, you know, this is now a couple months. So pretty important. See if it can bounce off that. You know, it has turned, flipped over now, crossed over on the MACD. Histogram now moving negative. So definitely not the best. Like I said, you know, if we drop here, we're going to now test this 20 cent area, which it actually didn't test the 20 cent area, just above it. But, you know, that's going to sort of be the new support level to look at for Ripple. Now, it doesn't have that much room to drop, it seems like. You know, it already dropped pretty significantly compared to where it was and based on the Bollinger Bands. I like the fact that it's still above its uptrend line. We'll have to see if it's able to bounce off that, but if it does, that's good as well. You know, now for Ripple, I think it's just going to be a matter of seeing where it wants to set in its final support level and, you know, pretty much go from there. It's a bit of a mess right now, but yeah, like I said, see where it hits support. You know, I don't think it's going to drop huge amounts still, but it could go down to, you know, could still drop maybe to around 17, 18 cents. I don't think it's going to go lower than that, though, at least for a while. So, yeah, but with that being said, still not the best price action here for Ripple. Not that much to say on it, though. And then NEO, let's see what's been going on with that. So NEO also in the symmetrical triangle pattern. Our MACD is actually tried turning back up, right? It actually failed here, but it's still looking like it could maybe hook back up. So we'll have to pay attention to that, see if that can happen. The histogram is slowly moving up, but today was a little bit of a change the pattern a bit. Now, let's see. On the RSI, same thing. I think we have a little bit of a symmetrical triangle going on. Not much to say on that. With that being said, though, and I think we broke below today we may have broken below the 50 RSI mark. So I'm not 100% sure here, but that's not the oh, sorry. No, actually, yeah, we're still above it right now, but we'll have to see if it breaks below that. That'll be bearish. Otherwise, with that being said, based on the candlesticks and everything, it's very range bound right now. You can see just based on the Bollinger Bands, right? It's very tight. But with that being said, it is in the higher range of the symmetrical triangle, so I feel like NIO could potentially move above that. But as long as it's in this pattern, the only thing to expect is it staying in this pattern, bouncing up and down, and then making a decision finally. So basically, kind of like Litecoin right now. Matter of time. Now it has broken below its middle band, which yesterday was above that, so that's bearish as well. And just support levels would be this $25 area for the very short term. But like I said, pay attention to the symmetrical triangle. Okay, so that's about it for today. Like I said, market pretty much dipped today, and we'll just have to see how big this dip really is. Is it just a very temporary pullback, or is it something bigger? And obviously, no one in the crypto world wants it to be anything that's too big. So I would say the very important thing to look at now in the days moving forward is, will Bitcoin continue to drop? And if it does, will it find support on 5,000, right? Super important that it finds support on 5,000 and that it bounces strongly. It probably will, but we never know what happens. But if it loses 5,000, that's not going to be good. That's going to be very telling for the crypto market in general, and is definitely going to be pretty bearish. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But otherwise, everyone, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more daily crypto updates, cryptocurrency trading and investing videos. But with that being said, everyone, I appreciate you watching, and yeah, have a nice day.